Alright, so finally got to check out the new version of The Invisible Man. The trailers did not have me interested at all, and Blumhouse had me extremely turned off. Nonetheless, I gotta judge it on its own merits, so let's find out. Alright, I gotta let everybody know what's up front. Yeah, it's gonna be a spoiler-filled review. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Here, so, modern writers, of course, can't just take a classic story and deal with it. They gotta come up with their own thing. So, Elisabeth Moss plays a woman who's got this horrible, awful, terrible, abusive boyfriend. She escapes from him. He becomes invisible to torture her some more, and hilarity ensues. Alright, we start off with likes, and my number one like is, this didn't seem like a Blumhouse film. Blumhouse has its formula. Blumhouse and Jason Blumhouse himself is given the formula. It wasn't on display here. That is a very good thing. A very good thing, because his formula is the drizzling shit. This was not your 8 jump scare, teeny bopper film. I was genuinely surprised by that. And not PG-13. And blood. Blood. Gore. Not, tons and tons of gores, but, nice slit throats with blood coming out. I mean, very surprising. So, I credit where credit is due. Further credit, I have to say, this was some tight-ass writing. A little bit of fall apart at the end. Can't all be perfect. But they really did a good job of moving this along without too many things that would break the willing suspension of disbelief. Blumhouse is really good at doing that. This was tight. This made a lot of logical sense, and didn't. My concern from the trailer was it was going to dwell on her turning insane, her going insane, and that could get pretty boring after a while, and generally does. They just had the right amount. Honestly, and they had a few sort of surprises. There was a plot thing I did not see coming. So it wasn't what they thought was the twist. It was something else. So very, very surprised by this. All right, it is dislikes time, and I gotta say, because I mentioned it before, they really stuck the landing on this one for me. I think for most people, probably not. However, she becomes a cold-blooded murderer. That, of course, is out of the realm. Now, this is where everybody goes, she was tortured the whole time, so of course she would. I would have killed that guy a long time before her. And, of course, science and reality says, no, you wouldn't. People aren't quick to just turn the switch and become cold-blooded murderers like that, especially since she wasn't even in the heat of something. This was completely premeditated, okay? This was completely premeditated. But beyond that, though, biggest problem is actually not that. It's right after that. She walks out, the cop, I don't care if he's her friend, sees, has witnessed, and is knowing 100% that this woman just committed murder. Okay? And I get Hollywood has to have its happy ending, but it's stupid. If, by any chance, they had a brain, and he ran into her on the way out, and she basically shows him that she had the suit, says, didn't you hear that he committed suicide? The cop said, nope, you're under arrest. Takes out the cuffs her, and takes her ass off to jail. That would have been magnificent. That would have been great. That would have been a perfect ending for the movie on multiple levels, But no, they got to go with the stupid happy ending. Hey, it is Bloomberg, so I guess Blumhouse. So I guess I can't be too surprised. But yeah, that was a huge letdown. We were okay. We were all right up to that point. A few logic leaps, but that brought it down. All right, it is Pinhead time, and I gotta admit, this really surprised me. It honestly did. It's actually worth a watch. Ending does drag it down quite a bit. So I'm going to be somewhat generous and give this 3 3.5 pinheads. Alright, no doubt there's going to be some rumblings on this one, especially over the fact that I really didn't like the ending, and I'm now going to be told by everybody that I'm wrong, and they would kill the person, you know, blah blah blah. I've been through it a dozen times, but probably going to be good a dozen more times. So, boom, bring it on.